Well, such a complex and dangerous scenario unfolding in Ukraine. Putin got authority from the Duma to declare the two breakaway provinces independence, and then he signed an order which included directing his peacekeeping forces to enter the breakaway regions. We're on the edge of what potentially could turn into high intensity combat between the Ukrainian armed forces, 250,000 people, and a couple of 100,000 Russian troops. I think what we're about to undergo is a turning point in European security. NATO now will feel imperiled. The Ukraine is likely to be gobbled up a bite at a time. We're entering a new era. Mr. Putin is keeping his cards close to his chest, so to speak. He's allowing this to unfold in a very deceptive manner, trying to negate the ability of NATO solidarity to confront him effectively. But at the end of the day, what we are clearly seeing is Russian aggression against a sovereign nation. Putin is not just trying to break up NATO and run the United States out of Europe. He actually wants Ukraine to be an integral part of the Russian Federation. That's what he's after. He's going to get it by either military power or political intrigue. What we're aware of is this is step one. If the Ukraine can be seized by military force, then the 30 nations of NATO, which includes the 3 Baltic states, Poland, Romania, then they will all feel and should immediately at peril. There'll be no US forces inside Ukraine. We're not going to fight the Russians over Ukraine's sovereignty. We will find other ways as part of multilateral pressure to confront Russia. But at the most draconian level, we take them out of the SWIFT international financial system. It would, I think, significantly crash their ability for oil. There's only 2 things the Russians have anybody cares about: nuclear weapons and oil at $100 a barrel. So if sanctions could be severe, we could go after the oligarchs' personal wealth of billions of dollars, seize their money abroad, their yachts, their DACAs in foreign countries. A lot of it depends on whether violence occurs from the Russian armed forces. Well, depending on what President Biden and his allies in the European Union elect to do, they could be severe. If they stop Nord Stream 2 pipeline, if they bar Putin's ability to sell oil, Russian economy would go down the tubes rapidly. And we got to remind ourselves, Russia is actually a second-tier power. Their GDP is less than that of Apple, less than that of the state of California. So he hasn't done very well in developing Russian interests. Basically, it's a corrupt, dangerous regime where Putin holds all the power. He murders his opponents abroad and domestically, and he's carried out aggressive actions against adjoining states, Georgia, Syria, the Crimea. He's a very dangerous actor in Europe in the coming years. Well, I think there should be anxiety. You know, what U.S. intelligence, the President of the United States has told us that there'll be a massive invasion to seize the whole country, to insert, that's 40 million people, a country the size of Texas, that they'll grab Kyiv, a city of 3 million people. If all this came to pass, it would be a nightmare for the civilian population. Millions of refugees would flee into the adjoining 4 NATO nations. There'd be tens of thousands of casualties. It's such a bad strategic option for Putin. I'm hard pressed to believe he's dumb enough to do it, but we don't know.